Hello and welcome back to the International Pokemon League channel. Today we have a battle between the 6 and 4 Toronto Torterras and the 4 and 6 Chicago Beartics. This is a big match. If the Toronto Torterras win, they lock up a place in the playoffs. If the Chicago Beartics win, then the Ohio State Fighting Sea Dots and the Toledo Mudkips clinch a place in the playoffs, and Bayern Munchlax clinches a first-round bye. All right, let's get into it. All right, we see here that Toronto leads with a Garchomp, and Chicago leads with Charizard, which is a Mega Charizard X. So Ryan, the coach, decides to switch out here into Ferrothorn, and Garchomp doesn't set up rocks, just goes up for a straight up EQ. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of set it is. Okay, it's not Choice Scarf or Choice in any fashion. It is a defensive Chomp, it looks like. So he's able to get his rocks up, which is big for that Charizard. Ferrothorn goes for the Leech Seed, and then a Fire Blast from Garchomp, and doesn't take it out. Wow, there must be some special investment there, or none in Garchomp for Garchomp. Wow, I'm very surprised that Ferrothorn lived that. Ferrothorn goes for the Protect just to get a little bit more of Leech Seed recovery back, and he'll probably switch out into Slowbro here. Toronto has a really powerful team with Metagross, Keldeo, which is one of the best Pokemon, and Garchomp here. So Slowbro, like I said, he'd probably switch into Slowbro. Slowbro with the leftovers switches in, gets a little bit of HP back with the Leech Seed. Only one layer of spikes, which shouldn't be too bad. And here's Uxie, usually a defensive Pokemon. And he gets the Scald Burn. Uxie has a very high defense stat. It is susceptible to knockoff, though, which is why, defensive Psychic cores are hard sometimes. Mew's pretty good, but so is Uxie. But that's pretty much the reason why it's in a lower tier. So with the burn, knockoff doesn't do very much. He's able to knock off the leftovers, though. Slowbro gets a Calm Mind up and decides to switch off. There's nothing really that he can do. He switches out, predicting the Toxic or just trying to get some damage off with the Iron Barbs. So that was a good switch for Ryan there. And he decides to T-Wave, Uxie decides to T-Wave Ferrothorn, which, if it's carrying Gyro Ball, will actually help it. Will actually boost the power of the Gyro Ball by a lot. Kyle, or the Powers of Entei, switches out into Electros. And Chicago, Ryan goes for the Protectors to Scout, and he sees the Electros has the Flamethrower, so he'll probably switch out pretty quickly here. Interesting to see what he goes out into Rhyperior. Interesting switch. Eats up that Flamethrower, though. Usually these things are Assault Vested, sometimes Weakness Policy. Oh, and the Giga Drain, wow. So that, there's no way a Rhyperior is going to take that. So now he gets to switch into Charizard and can Roost. Okay, so he has Roost on there. Wow, a Dragon Pulse for Electros. So this Electros is going to put in work against this team. It has Flamethrower for this. It has Dragon Pulse for Mega Charizard X. It has Giga Drain for Slowbro and for Rhyperior. It'll be interesting to see what that fourth move is. Probably Volt Switch, I would imagine. So Ryan goes for the Relic Song, and Meloetta switches forms and puts Electros to sleep, which is big for Ryan. He's able to knock off the Assault Vest, which is also really big. So Electros probably won't last too much longer. Switches out into his Mega Metagross, goes for the Close Combat, and does a whole lot of damage there. Wow. There's probably a Bullet Punch coming from this Mega Metagross, and we'll probably go down to Iron Barbs here. Oh, Meteor Mash, and the crit. Goes down. That's interesting, because I don't think before it Mega Evolves, it outspeeds. So, takes out... Kyle's able to take out Ferrothorn, which is big. So Ryan's defensive monsters are gone. Wow, that tri-attack does a lot of damage, 71%, and Mandibuzz defogs, which is big. Charizard can now switch in, and it won't take 25%. The spikes are gone. I think that's a bigger deal for Ryan. I think that helps Ryan more, to be honest, unless this is sashed. I mean, I guess it's possible. Goes for Secret Sword, gets the crit. Okay, it's Life Orb. And Keldeo is a monster, but Slowbro is probably the best counter to Keldeo. Slowbro gets a Calm Mind up. Switches into Uxie here, which, he might be able to get a knockoff, but I don't. Heal Bell. Wow. So that Electros is no longer sleeping. I think it only had one turn of sleep anyway, but that's still a big deal for the Electros to be no longer asleep. And Keldeo goes for the Surf, taking out the Charizard. So he goes for Power instead of Scald, maybe. Or maybe he has Scald and Surf, which is usually people run Scald and Hydro Pump, but it doesn't really make sense to run Scald and Surf. The damage difference is only 15. Slowbro's able to take out Electros with that Psychic, goes for the Scald and the Garchomp, gets the burn, and it looks like Slowbro is going to take this match. He can just slack off. Keldeo's not going to be able to hit it, and going for the Fire Blast, maybe trying to get the burn. But Keldeo's on a timer with his Life Orb, can't really hit Slowbro. It can just keep on. Well, it can first of all, it can hit it with a Psychic. Yeah. Oh, that doesn't kill it. But it should go down to Life Orb now. And Ryan with a nice 3-0 win. And the Chicago Beartics go to 5-6 and are not out of the playoffs. They're only one game out of the playoffs. So big win for for Ryan. And congratulations to Byron Munchlax, Steven and Byron Munchlax, who now clinch a first place bye. We'll see you all next time on the IPL channel.